Why Chinese workers are burned out? 内卷还是摸鱼 The truth about modern Chinese work culture.
Learning 刚才 for just now in Chinese.
So, 大家好，欢迎回到汉语 Chinese School HSK 中文博客，我是 Vicky。你们还好吗？这是我们2026年的第一个 episode。
真的，大家好，我是 Emily，开心看到大家。不过真的呢，Vicky，你跨年去做了什么呀？
我跨年吃饭，我吃了好多，不停的吃。
你吃了什么呀？
哇，跨年夜的时候，我吃了虾、鱼，还有那个叫什么元旦节吃的那个圆圆的东西啊，汤圆。
汤圆。
对啊，还有好多好多东西。然后
哇
第二天我们还吃了烧烤，所以对，不停的吃。
哇，真的是吃很多呢。我们
对，
跨年夜的时候吃了火锅。
哇，很合适，天这么冷，你们确实应该吃火锅。
没错没错，你们那边应该不适合吃火锅。
不，我们这里热死了。好，
好的，
那
那我们今天要上什么呢？
今天呢，我想问你一个问题，你有没有遇到这种情况，就是事情刚刚发生，但不知道中文该用哪个词呢？
有啊，我常常在刚和刚才之间犹豫。
哦，所以那今天的一课一定很适合你。
对，今天我们要学两个非常实用的词，就是刚和刚才。
Yes, so we're gonna start with the dialogue. So the setting is me and Emily are chatting in the office after a meeting and a coffee break. 所以我先来开始吧。Emily，你刚才怎么不在？我找你找了半天啊。
我刚刚去买了咖啡。
难怪啊，我刚走到你座位的时候，你就不见了。
对呀，我也是刚到咖啡店就收到你的消息了。
那你的咖啡呢？
我刚喝完了，不过我刚才还买了蛋糕，要吃吗？
好啊。Okay. So after this dialogue, let's dive into the grammar part. 我们看一下我们今天的语法。所以我们刚才看了刚和刚才 both 刚才 and 刚 are used to talk about things that happened very recently.
Yes, but they are used in different ways and they focus on different things. So let's take a look. 刚才, which means just now, a moment ago. So it could be, depending on the speaker, it could be 10 minutes, 30 minutes. Nothing more than, I don't think it's something more than an hour. But of course, if you feel like an hour passed really fast, then that is another case. But normally it means something that could happen just now, just a moment ago. So how it works, it is a word time and then answer the question, when did it happen?
Yes, so let's see some examples from the dialogue. 我刚才去买咖啡了。I went to buy coffee just now. 你刚才怎么不在？ Why weren't you here just now? So think of 刚才 as pointing to a recent moment in time, usually a short while before now.
Very good. So another example that we have is 老师刚才说的话很重要. What the teacher said just now was very important. Or 你刚才是不是叫我了 Did you call me just now? So
Yes.
both are meaning something just happened like a moment ago, very quick timing.
Exactly. So let's move on to 刚. So the meaning is just or have just done. How it works comes directly before a verb, emphasizes how fresh or immediate the action is. So let's see some example from the dialogue. 我刚到咖啡店就收到你的消息。I just arrived at the coffee shop when I received your message. 我刚喝完咖啡 I've just finished drinking my coffee. So as you see, can focuses on the actions itself, not the time.
Very good. So let's see other examples. The first one is 他刚走，你就来了。He just left, then you arrived. Or 我刚开始学中文，还不太会说。I've just started learning Chinese, so I can't speak very well.
So now here, the key difference, this is really, really important. Let's see the difference. 刚才 talks about time. It tells us when something happened, while 刚, on the other hand, talks about the actions itself. It tells us that the action just has just happened. So
Very good.
now that we have the difference between 刚 and 刚才, it's your turn. 所以现在到你了. How would you say in Chinese, I just finished the meeting and just now I talked to the boss.
So one part should be using 刚 and the other part should be using 刚才. So which is which? Take a guess. And we'll give you the answer later in the episode.
好的. While you're thinking about the answer, let's do a lesson review. So let's see our dialogue. 你刚才怎么不在？我找你找了半天。Why weren't you around just now? I was looking for you for ages.
我刚才去买了咖啡。I just went to buy some coffee.
难怪。我刚走到你座位的时候，你就不见了。No wonder. When I had just walked to your desk, you were already gone.
对呀，我也是刚到咖啡店就收到你的消息了。Yeah, I had just arrived at the coffee shop when I got your message.
那你的咖啡呢？ What about your coffee?
我刚喝完了，不过我刚才还买了蛋糕，要吃吗？ I just finished it. But I also bought a cake just now. Do you want some?
好啊 Sure. Okay, so after this lesson review, you can see why we use 刚 and 刚才 in the dialogue. So now, are you enjoying this episode? Thanks for being here. With our classes, you can make even more progress. So find everything on HaiNewChineseSchool.com. You can scan the QR right here on the page, or you can just go to our website, HaiNewChineseSchool.com, right here down in the banners.
Right.
Okay. So, Emily, now it's time to dive into something very, very interesting and very related to Chinese people. Like, we are going to talk about their working culture. There's a word, I don't know if you have heard about the working culture, which is the word 内卷.
So if you never heard this word before, don't worry. Even Chinese people complain about it like every day.
So, what is 内卷? Well, in simply English, it means everyone works harder and harder, but nobody really wins.
嗯哼，比如说以前认真上班就可以了。Like in the past, people could be working hard and that would be enough. 现在呢？现在你认真不够，你要比别人更早到、更晚走、更快回讯息。So it's not enough just being like working hard. You have to be in the work earlier and go back to home later. You have to reply to the message like faster. These kind of things. You have to compete with your colleagues.
Wow, that sounds really exhausting. And well, the problem is that your salary doesn't increase much. Your life doesn't get easier, but the pressure keeps going up.
Yeah, well, like 内卷, like it's not a healthy competition. It's more like trap, I would say.
Yeah, 而且有时候你不想内卷，是被内卷。
Yeah, true. Like when your colleague replies email at let's say 11 p.m. You should be like resting by that time. You should be in bed. But if a boss says that, oh, well, John replies the message at 11 p.m. Why couldn't you? So that kind of environment gives people a lot of pressure. So you didn't plan to work, but now you're feeling guilty.
True，所以你心里想的是，我不回会不会显得我不努力？
Yes. So if you have this feeling, congratulations, you have entered nature mode.
Oh, so what people do when they are tired or of 内卷, Emily?
So they started to 摸鱼.
True. So 摸鱼 literally means to touch the fish, but don't worry, not real fish at work.
Yes. So in real life, it means that pretending to work, but actually taking small breaks. For example, if I look really concentrated in front of the computer, but I'm actually talking with my boyfriend.
True. Let's see more examples. 比如打开 Excel，其实你在看淘宝，或者开着电脑，其实在刷抖音，或者假装很忙，其实在发呆。
Yes. So your body is at work, but your mind is, well, anywhere else but here.
True. And here's the important point of Western listeners. 摸鱼 is not always being lazy.
Well, yeah, I would say probably it's more often like a survival skills. Like people are tired, stressed, and they just need like a little moment to breathe.
Yes. So 内卷 is like everyone is running faster and faster.
And 摸鱼 is like I'm slowing down secretly before I break down.
True. Sometimes people even joke and say, 今天不摸鱼，对不起自己。
Yes. So, which means like if I don't slack a little bit today, I'm being too cruel to myself.
Of course, the ideal word is neither 内卷 nor 摸鱼.
Yeah, well, these words shows like how people really feel in work in modern China. But of course, it's not ideal.
Yes. So they're not just slang. They're emotional reactions to pressure.
Yes. So next time when you hear someone says, 我不想内卷了，我要摸鱼. So you understand how they really mean.
Yes, exactly. So we talk about 摸鱼 and 内卷. But what do you think about this, Emily? Do you agree with these explanations?
Well, yeah, I would say something like we do a lot right now. I'm not saying like we do it in class, of course, not this. We cannot. Like the students are with us on live. We are not allowed to do that. But
Mm,
if you're working in an office, it's kind of normal, especially the culture in Asia. I'm not really sure about the working culture in America or in Spain, but in here, you are like you are forced to
mm,
stay in your position for 8 hours. This is normal, of course, but sometimes you don't have that much work, and people are just doing like you should be busy, even though they don't assign you anything. They just pay you and like you sit there, you don't have anything to do. So I think sometimes like people are kind of like, oh, well, what should I do? So they kind of do something else, and you could say that's mōyú, right?
yeah, true. I saw some videos about people 摸鱼 but they're like 有策略的在摸鱼 because they teach you how to look like you're really working but actually you're like 看剧啊 you're watching a TV drama. Whenever your boss come, you just like click another Excel and then you're like, oh yeah, true. I'm like very focused in what I'm
Yeah,
doing. So
I
it's kind
get
of
that.
funny.
I also get that. Like I heard of in some Asian country, the culture is if your manager isn't off clock yet, if he is still in his office, you
Mm-hmm.
are not allowed to leave
Yeah,
before him.
true.
And then, but you have nothing to do. It's like probably 7 in the night. People should be going home, but like since the manager or the boss is still in the office, we are supposed to stay here as well. And then you are
True.
like, yeah, you're forced to be more or just do whatever to make you feel busy, right?
Yeah, exactly. When that example, when your manager hasn't clocked out yet, and you leave, people will talk about that. We say, "Oh, so you are not very into this work. How is that your manager keep working and you just leave? Like you're not in the company. You're not wearing the T-shirt of the company." And yeah, people will talk about that and even your manager will talk, so they will make you feel like guilty and then you start to neijuǎn because everyone not everyone wants to have that feeling, so they start to do the same and then neijuǎn.
Yeah. So, like for example, I stay for like until 7. Vicky stays until 8 o'clock, and then John stays until 9 o'clock. That just doesn't make any sense.
Yes, so that's why we have the 摸鱼. So that's why people start to, start to work smart about how to 摸鱼 without being 这怎么说呢？就是
Noticed.
对 notice, yeah，就是只要老板就是没发现就 OK。
就成功了。
对。So,
Oh, very good.
are you guys like did you know these terms before before this episode like 内卷 摸鱼? Did you have any experience related to these two terms? You can share with us in the comments also.
Mhm. Very
Yes. So
well.
now let's move on to the answer. We previously asked you how to say, I just finished the meeting and just now I talked to the boss.
So the correct answer is 我刚开完会，刚才跟老板说了话。
So,
Let's see. Okay. Sorry, Vicky,
no,
please.
tell us, Emily, can you explain us how it works?
Okay, so 刚开完会 focus on the action that just finished. 刚才跟老板说了话 telling us when it happened.
Yes. So if you use both correctly, 很棒.
Very good. So now it's your turn. And this one is fun.
Yeah. Which one describes you better at work? 内卷 or 摸鱼?
So, can you make a sentence using one of these words?
For example, 最近工作太内卷了 or 今天有点累，我想摸鱼一下。
Yes. So, leave your sentence in the comment section down below. We really want to know. Okay. So, thank you for staying with us until the end of this episode. If you truly want to learn Chinese with real teachers like Vicky and I in the clear method, please visit our website, hanyuchineseschool.com, and book your free first class. We have courses starting from just 39 euros, like classes, recordings, and a complete platform to help your progress step by step. So please subscribe and give us a like. It really helps us to make this kind of context. So we will see you in class.
Yes. So before finishing today, let's summarize what we learned. We learned how to use 干 and 刚才 to tell about things that happened very recently.
Yes, and we talked about modern Chinese work culture, especially 内卷 and 摸于, and what they really means.
Yes, so next time we are learning something very useful for daily conversation.
So we will learn how to express whether something interests us or doesn't interest us.
Yes, it's perfect for talking about hobbies, work, movies, and everyday's opinions. So stay tuned. Remember to like the video and subscribe so you can get the notification for our next episode.
Yes. So see you guys next time. 再见。
See you. 再见。